Namaste and welcome everybody on this learning platform. We are going to study passive voice. You know, dear children, that most of the time we speak in active voice, but have you noticed the newspaper headings? In passive voice, however, the subject is no longer performing the action of the verb. Rather, it is being acted upon by the verb. Let's put it in the other way. The subject of a sentence in the passive voice is no longer the doer of the action, but the recipient of the action. Meanwhile, what was the subject? Let's understand once again that passive voice. In the passive voice, the subject is, subject. I hope that you can remember subject is no longer performing the action of the verb. Rather, it is being acted upon the verb. Let's put it in another way. The subject of a sentence in the passive voice is no longer the doer of the action, but the recipient of the action. Meanwhile, what was the subject of a sentence in the active voice? The doer becomes the agent in the equivalent passive voice sentence. Let's understand. It will be more clear when we will do the exercise part. Just like this, for example, if I say Ram ate 6 bananas at dinner. Ram ate 6 banana at dinner. Okay, so what will be the passive voice? At dinner, Ram, banana. Now 6 banana were eaten by Ram. This is passive voice. Again, if I say Sita changed the flat tire. The flat tire was changed by Sita. We are going to watch a movie tonight. A movie is going to be watched by us tonight. This is simple. You will get to understand. Just like this, if I say beautiful butterfly roam in the garden. So what will be its passive voice? Beautiful butterflies roam in the garden. What will be its passive voice? Just try to write. Let's do from the book. Read the following sentence. Identify the subject in each sentence and write in the table below. You already know that a subject is a person or thing that is being considered or we are talking about. So let's see this. Nani Palkiwala has fought several lawsuits. We are talking about Nani Palkiwala. So this is subject. Nani was respected by his classmate. Are we talking about Nani or the classmate? Action. We are talking about the classmates who respected Nani. The extempore speech excited him. This is subject. So what excited? Extempore speech. Nani had just given the first public speech. Subject. Nani was always encouraged by his father. All difficulties were borne with patience. Now let's do in sentence 1. Subject is Nani Palki. Okay, here we have to find out the subject from the sentences above. So in first sentence it is Nani Palkiwala, then it is in second the subject is Nani, the third is the extempore Nani and all difficulties. These are the subject in the sentence. All these are the subject in the sentence. Now let's see the next part. Read the statement above and write the number of the sentence in which the subject performs the action denoted by the verb. Now see here. Now the subject performs the action. Means subject itself is performing the action, right? Like Just 1, 3 and 4. Let's see here. The subject itself is performing the 1, 3 and 4. Like this subject itself is performing the action. Nani Palkewala has fought several lawsuits. The extempore speech excited him. The Nani had just given the subject itself is performing the action, right? Nani was always encouraged, but here it's different. Nani is not performing the action. Just see here how the sentence is different. Now let's see. So this is here, this is 1, this is 3 and next is 4. Now write the sentence. Now write the numbers of the sentence in which the subject receives the action denoted by the verb. We have just seen in the second sentence, subject, that is Nani, receives the action denoted by the verb. What? Nani was respected by his classmate. And fifth is, Nani was always encouraged by his father. He is receiving the action. He is not doing the action. And this is, all difficulties were overcome with patience. So group A sentences are active voice and group 2 sentences are passive voice. Now let's do the next worksheet. What is done by whom? Get into groups of 3. Choose the name of any 2 centers of activity given below and list some of the things that are normally done at these places. One has been done for you. See here, what is being done at the hotel or a theater or a school, an airport or a sports center. You can pick up any of these 2, either this, anything of your choice. First has been done. Like what is being done, what activity is being done in the hotel? Like meals are served, food is eaten, credits are accepted, guests are welcome. Always remember subject verb agreement, guests are, okay. Now you can choose any action of your any choice. You may choose anything, but here for example I have chosen a sports center. Like what is done in the sports center? Games are played. Like practices are done. Training is given. Sports enthusiasts are welcomed. And like matches are held. It is not visible. Matches are held. These are the sentences you can frame, or you can frame of your own sentences can be written here. And now center of activity. Next I have chosen an airport. What is done in the airport? At the airport, tickets are issued, luggage is checked, snacks are served, planes are flown from the airport, right? Now worksheet 4, the passive in headlines. Now you must have seen in the newspaper, all the headlines are in passive voice. It is short and convey the message. It conveys the detail, what could be there in the article or the news or the report. Newspaper headlines are often written in passive voice. Convert the sentences given below to headlines using passive voice. You should delete, remember here, you should delete a, the, is, some, etc. Whatever is not required. Remember, this is headline, not the news. So a headline should be short. It is not necessary to say who did the action or by whom the action was done. One has been done as an example. A man has been struck by lightning in the woodland. Man struck by lightning. Even you can omit woodland, but here it is given. So it should be man struck by lightning in the woodland. Like the police have busted a fake degree racket busted, and you can add up by police, but it is understood police must have busted Sania Mirza has been honored with Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Puraskar. Sania Mirza honored. You can add up Rajiv Gandhi Khel Puraskar, but it's okay for the newspaper headline. Activist of the band PUBG blew up a, a petrol station. So what you can write? What you can write? A petrol station blown up. You can write a petrol station blown up. Now you can add up if it allows, if the newspaper allows to give a longer title, you can write station blown up by the activist. Okay, and sentence begins with capital letter and ends with full stop. Next is Uttarakhand is facing shortage of petrol. Simply write Uttarakhand faces petrol shortage. Petrol shortage. Full stop. A book on oil-free cooking was launched by the famous chef Sanjeev Kapoor in Delhi yesterday. Just short. Chef Sanjeev Kapoor launched his book. Okay. Now next is Mumbai police has arrested the key suspect behind the twin blast. Simply twin blast suspect arrested. That's all. Twin blast suspect arrested. That's all. Now worksheet 5. The passive end notices. Change these notices from the passive voice into active voice. One has been done for you. Credit cards accepted here. We accept credit card. Automobile repair work undertaken. We undertake automobile repair work. Part-time teachers required. Teachers are required for part-time. Paintings and cookery classes held on Sunday. You can write we hold painting and cookery classes on Sundays. Right, and full stop. Now let's see worksheet 6. Get into a group of 4. Think of a place 1 kilometer away from your classroom. Think of the things that are being done. There are at present movement and write them below. One has been done for you. There are many things which is being done 1 kilometer away from your classroom, like when your classroom is running, traffic is being controlled by the traffic police, edibles are being sold, खाने का सामान बेचा जा रहा है, roads are being swept, carts are being pulled, building is being constructed, plants are being watered, anything you can guess and write it here. Not necessary these. You can frame your own sentence and put up here. Worksheet 7. Imagine you are contesting the school election for the post of school head boy, head girl. What sort of things would you promise in order to gain votes? Now you have to win the votes. How you can lure the students so that they will give you the maximum of the votes. Write your promises using passive voice. Just like the leaders are making promises, you too can attract the student. Okay, one example has been done for you. Now a new basketball court will be constructed. So what you can promise to the students? Most important thing that you can promise, cultural more games will be provided, more games period will be provided, cultural activities will be included, different literary club or simply club will be formed, library will be made functional, practicals in laboratory will be done, corporal punishment will be abolished. It is already abolished, but sometime you can write it if there is any such corporal punishment. Corporal punishment, do you understand what is corporal punishment? When someone beats you, that is corporal. Physically, if you are hurt, then it is corporal punishment. Okay, So they, or you can make your own promises according to the mood and choices of the students. Now worksheet 8, work in group of 4. Some situations that are likely to have far reaching consequences, are consequences means the result, are given below. Read them, choose any 3 of them, and suggest that what you imagine was done by the authorities to cope with him, cope with them. One has been done for you. Many people dead and injured in flash flood, fire in the school, war declared by the country, collapse in hotel. Now these are the things that has to, you have to choose any 3 of them and suggest what you imagine. You have to imagine, and in such situation what you will do. Now there are flash flood leading to severe loss of life. Several people were injured. So what you will do? A new hospital was opened, more doctors were recruited. And now second option, now fire in school. Fire extinguisher was used. Everyone was rescued. Or when the war is declared by the neighborhood country, उतना दूर पहुंचना ही नहीं है. Peace talk was held. Matter was resolved. RESOLVED. Resolved means इसको क्लियर कर लिया गया, सुलझा लिया गया. Now this is, the question has been omitted in this worksheet. This is worksheet 9. This is worksheet 9. And in this worksheet, imagine you have been elected the head boy, head girl of your school. You have suddenly turned very busy. Write a diary entry about one important day that describes your activity. Use the passive voice wherever it is appropriate, and example has been given for you to start. Remember, what is passive voice? When action is not done by the subject. Now let's do it. I was ready for school at 7 a.m. Today was a busy day. Arrangement had to be made for the annual function being held next week. The office bearer had to be informed. You, dear students, you can write it of your own. You can frame your own sentences. It is just an example. To inform about all the activities, cooking and decoration arrangement had to be done. Duties had to be assigned to the volunteers. Full stop. Everyone had to be informed about the program details. You can write. Invitation has to be given to the chief guest as well as parents body. Orders for bouquet had to be placed to the florist, FLORIST. Full stop. A meeting with principal ma'am or sir, because you are the student, na, principal sir or madam, had to be held to inform him about the whole arrangement, about the whole arrangement. So you can write it of your own. Now worksheet 10. Read the following sentences. Note down the use of comma in them. It's very easy. Now see, whenever you write sentence, must notice the punctuation mark. Like, you were the person in the theater. Exclamatory mark, and there is comma. Yes, I will go to the party. Now see, comma are used after words like oh, yes, no, at the beginning of the sentence. Now write any 5 sentences using the comma in the correct place. Dear students, you can frame your own sentence. This is just an example. It is just for understanding. You can frame of your own. Try doing this. Yes, I will complete my work. Full stop. No, I will not pick up fight. Full stop. Oh, I missed the train. Yes, we must be punctual. These are the few sentences and you can frame it of your own. Now do it yourself. This has to be done by yourself. Now read these newspaper headlines, then use the information in these headlines to complete the sentence. One has been done as an example. Burglar arrested. What is burglar? Burglar जो चोर वगैरह होता है, that those are burglars who breaks the house and steal away the things. The Kartarnagar police has arrested a burglar involved in the temple burglary. Indian hockey team wins champion trophy. Now Indian hockey team has won, won the Champions Trophy in the final match against Pakistan. Teachers awarded national prizes. The president has awarded the teachers for their outstanding performance. Dengue scares resident. It has been reported that the residents of Mannatpur are scared of dengue. Of 22 die in Chennai floods. It is estimated that at least 22 people been died. Have died in the Chennai flood in the past 24 hours. Sino-Indian border talks. What is Sino? Here it is China. Okay. Sino-Indian border talks next month. The much-awaited meeting related to the Sino-Indian border talks will be held next month, according to a government spokesman. Now read the instrument given below that tell you how to make a tomato sandwich. Then take information from these instructions to complete the paragraph given below. One sentence has been done as an example. Take 2 slices of bread, cut the edges, spread the butter on the slice. Wash 1 medium-sized tomato, cut into thin slices. To the tomato slices, add salt and pepper according to the taste. Spread the tomato slices on one side of the bread, cover it with other slice. Simple. Now simply you have to put the correct word in the blanks. 2 slices of bread are taken, the edges of the slice are cut. Cut. The all 3 form of cut is cut. Okay, so this is cut. Butter is spread on the slices. 1 medium-sized tomato is washed and cut into thin slices. To these slices, salts and peppers are added according to the taste. The tomato slices are spreaded on the slice of the bread and then covered by the other slice. Simple enough. Tomato sandwich is ready to be eaten. Enjoy the tomato sandwich and do not forget to do the revision. Thank you. Bye. Stay safe. Bye bye.